Hey, what's up guys, DiplexHeated here again. Welcome back to Men of War Assault Squad 2. I wanted this video to serve as an update video regarding the current situation of the YouTube channel. And I know I could just talk to a camera for a couple of minutes and explain it all, but one, I really do not do well at explaining problems. I always go off track so easily because I get distracted by funnier things than talking about issues. And two, you guys would probably prefer seeing some cool gameplay, so I thought I'd leave all the boring talk about the issues I'm going through when it comes to YouTube and focus on gameplay and the battle we're about to witness when it comes to the actual video. So I'll leave all that shit in the description box below, and once again, sorry for not uploading any videos over the last 2 weeks. Now, what we're about to see today is yet another beach landing. We're in Normandy. I've made the map and I've made the mission. I'm pretty proud of the scripting. I think it's pretty cool. It'll feel like a pretty massive landing. The map itself is pretty basic, but it's meant to be just straight out carnage. We're using Rob's Realism mod and the specific add-on that he made for me that kind of makes the accuracy a little bit worse, so to speak. So there's it makes the battles longer, which is quite cool. And yeah, I made this map and mission ages ago. I've never used this because I thought it was a little simple, but now that I haven't been able to spend time on my Men of War battles because I've been just focusing 100% on trying to fix my YouTube, I decided to pull it out and turn it into a little video I hope you guys will enjoy. So without further ado, let's start. And you'll notice that the time is sped up ×5 at a start. That is just so that the boats can get ashore. At normal speeds, they'll stop in the water and get shot at. Like sort of that one did. So they have to swim ashore. But these men over here on this side are unloading, and they're doing well. Well, I'm not sure they're doing well. It's looking like a bloody mess already, but 120 or so men have reached the shores, and as you can tell, these Higgins boats can now take up to 32 men as crew because of recent updates to Rob's mod. So that is fantastic. Really realistic and pretty damn awesome if you ask me. And you'll also notice that the first wave are going to be utilizing the 30 caliber machine guns at the back. That historically did happen, but I believe that the second and third waves and all the waves that came after that did not utilize the machine guns on the Higgins boats. They simply did not allocate men to that position and roll, which makes kind of sense. Third waves, or second wave's on its way in. Some of the German beach defense has been dealt with, and I'm in charge of getting these guys ashore. So I'm going to make sure these guys get out the boats. That mortar shell was really close to this Higgins boat here on the left. If that thing would have connected with the boat itself, we would have lost all 30 men inside. That would have been quite disastrous. 2 German MG42s are still active in the left side bunker. They're going to be just pouring down hell on the attackers on this side. Right flank is doing quite good. The bunker has been eliminated, and I do believe we've had some armor hit the beaches. 3 Shermans have landed. That's pretty fantastic, guys. More troops are on their way in, and they're going to be rolling up. Oh, yes. Very good stuff indeed. Mortars are still hitting the beach quite hard, though, so it'd be good for the U.S. soldiers to get the Bangalores down. There we go. 1's down, 2's down, and we've got ourselves an opening. Let's get these men off the beach. Do we have any boys back here on the left side pinned? No. Looking pretty dead. We have a few guys back here by the water trying to put some cover and fire up. We had a bazooka just hit there by a pretty devastating round. Look at that. Shermans are rolling up. Oh. Mortar connecting quite nicely with the attackers. I think the key here is to get the soldiers off the beach. We've opened up the beachhead, so let's get our boys to the fight. And let's not have them stuck here on the beach where they die to enemy MG fire and mortars. It's horrible as it is, but it seems like a platoon is at the right side quite nicely. They're going to be moving up. That guy was hit by multiple rounds at the same time. How cool is that? Sherman's moving up the beach. Infantry running up. We have more boats coming in. I love it. This might just be the final boat, though. Just for everyone's information, there will be a total of 450 men landed here on the beach within, like, what, 5 minutes, which is absolutely insane. The 3 Shermans are rolling up together now. What does the enemy opposition look like? We have 2 mortars here in the pits, plenty of infantry. We have 1 AT gun and a Panzerschreck on the other side. We also have a few half-tracks and plenty of MG42s. But the MG42s won't be an issue to the Shermans. That Panzerschreck, on the other hand, though, it's going to be quite problematic. Delivered a nice round. Oh, that Sherman's gone. I'm not sure what they're trying to target. Second Sherman hit, and this pack is going to be zeroing in the first one there. It's going to hit it in the front, but I think it's still going to be active. Nope, crew's going to disembark. 3 Shermans down now, and the infantry doesn't seem to have the will now to carry through with the attack once the armor went down. They should have been a little quicker to get up and support the armor, but there you go. That was the first attempt, and I just think for good measure, and just because I haven't uploaded any footage in so long, I think we'll give this one more try at least. Maybe do things a little bit differently, and at least just let chance and all the randomness that can occur in a battle like this take its toll on the fighters. It would be really nice to see if things could go differently. That might just be a thing now in the future, for me to repeat battles, just to have different versions of them. Maybe not in every single battle, because that would kind of eliminate the point of recreating an historical scenario, or coming to some sort of conclusion in a series of battles where I'm trying to get, not trying to reach a certain conclusion, but at least come to a conclusion. So, but when it comes to something like this, we can really play around. So, I'm going to go ahead and give the Germans the win on this one. They simply have stopped the American attack. And for everyone's information, I have seen the Americans succeed in this scenario plenty of times. I do believe it was designed from the start to be somewhat historical and to allow the Americans to make it through, but this time the Germans are just giving it everything they've got. And so far, it's working out quite nice for them. So, without further ado, let's stop rather, and restart the scenario and see what we can get in a second time. And without further ado, let's click start. So it's going to be all the same as the first round. And this time we'll see if the boats make a different progress. The one on the left was stopped a little prematurely, but this time, yeah, it looks about the same. Damn. These poor men are like instantly stopped and shot at as they head out. It's quite gruesome, to be honest. But all the 30 counts are working heavily here. Boat down already. Hopefully it didn't bring down any of the troops it carried with it to the shore. Boom. Now, the first wave isn't really doing a lot to the defense itself. We have a few German casualties on the side, but the bunkers seem to be very much active. These sandbags have been more or less cleared out, which is nice. It is just the bunkers that seems to be the main problem. And I better keep an eye on the actual new waves coming into town. We don't want to miss out on these guys. They need all the attention they can get. We're going to do the same thing we pretty much did with the first wave. It seemed to work quite nicely. I'm going to send some up to the right to the Belgian gates. The Belgian gates can provide some nice cover. But it also sort of concentrates the troops, making them quite susceptible to some serious mass damage from the German mortars and whatnot. Looking good on the left side. Bunkers already cleared out. It's only a machine gunner left on the right side there that's causing trouble. Of course, the bloody mortars, though, there's something you'd like to have dealt with. But no, there's no counter mortars right now, so that's just gonna have to do. Shermans have once again landed. 2 more boats are on the way. 1 MG42 gunner in there. Is that the monster of Omaha? He's still active in there. He's going for it. Get these guys up to the shingle. That's the one way we're going to see progress now. But there we go, clear it out. And there's, I see a previously unprecedented scale of U.S. survivors this time around. This was not the case the first time. This is completely different, but now it's about time to spread out, avoid the mortar fire, avoid those mortar holes. That's all you can do right now, boys. That's all you can do right now. I'm even going to do a little bit of a ballsy move and have some people get sent up more directly. The bunker will provide more cover to these men. And it's important that the tanks actually get up the beach now to support the men. There we go. Get everyone out of the boats. Look at the amount of soldiers attacking now. This is something different. This is not what we saw the other time around. I believe this will be the last boat carrying U.S. troops ashore. And I might even do something so crazy to send them up right the middle. You know? And even if it... I don't think it'll make a huge difference, but let's get these guys out. What did we do different? What did I do majorly different? I don't know. The mortar shells have pretty much hit the same places. We've pretty much disembarked men in the most similar places. I think we were a little bit more aggressive when it came to the disembarking of the troops. But look at this. Look at this. Just give it a little pause. How cool is this? The tall grass, the U.S. uniforms. I love it. Looks dope. And now we have infantry actually supporting the 3 Shermans moving up the center. But no one has yet killed the... This pack has got a bit of a drowny gun. It's aiming down the sandbag, which is quite advantageous for the attacking Shermans. But the Panzer Strike is never going to be advantageous. I think it's important they try and zero him in, get some troops up there with the Garands and rifles and do what they can. Come on, boys. All boats emptied? Almost all boats emptied. One more alive in there. But there we go. Oh, Panzer Strike down. You just saw one of the 30 caliber guns hit him. Sweet. Pack, though, is still active. Come on, dude. Sherman's gonna zero it in. Yes! This is just looking like a U.S. victory. But it's way too early to talk. This left side's been butchered. The mortar's still active here. I was gonna say this MG42 is still active, and it seems to be, but it just took an HE shell from the Sherman. 2 Shermans are still active, which is just a major deal. They've pretty much cleared out the center, but the bunkers still kind of remain, and the mortars are still active as well, so the U.S. troops are still trying to get further in. This is interesting, because it's just a lot different than what we saw the first time. Well, that's all cleared out. There's just the mortar pit remaining. Do we have any flamethrowers? Because the flamethrowers have issues in this game. And that might sound a little weird just saying that, but they really, really do have issues. They don't like to use their flamethrowers. Can I find any? Because I'd love to have some just for the hell of it. Any flamethrower around here? There you go, buddy. And you just died. How dare you die on me, you pathetic worm. And I don't mean that as a insult, just the fact that he died on me in the first place. You ain't allowed to die on me until you've fried. You German defenders. Can I get you? Okay, we're gonna do it this way. Hell yeah, to the hells. To the hells, to the yes, to the everything. Crawl if you got to, Ryan Coleman. Crawl if you got to, buddy. Wait, give me the flamethrower. Yeah, pick up the flamethrower. There you go. Come on, dude. Fucking do it. Fucking do it, man. There we go. Now we're making some progress. That's all I wanted. I wanted a sweet flamethrower. Flamethrower action. Get you two. Get you some. There we go. That's all I asked for. How's it looking on this side? They cleared them out. Didn't have to help out on this side, that's for sure. But those mortars, man, they wreck. They've killed everything. How's it looking on the defender side? Well, I can't see that, can I? There we go. 2 more German defenders, and they have the STG-44. They're both in prone. This guy's trying to shoot through some sandbags. I don't know if that's working out for him. he was killed. Ryan Coleman. Not only a versatile flamethrower soldier, but also very capable with the Garand. Very nice to see. Oh. Coleman, are you going to get both kills? I don't know about that, Coleman. You look promising, but there we go. That's all done. Hope you guys enjoyed the scenario. Hope you guys thought it was a decent update video. I could have just, as I said, sat there and, you know, looked right into the camera and said, sorry guys, my YouTube channel's broken. That's why I haven't uploaded any videos. I haven't had the time because I've been trying to fix it. Blah, 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 blah. Motivation, back and forth, stressed about life. And, you know, I do spend so much time on these videos. I have a lot of people who can attest to that. And that just wouldn't be my everyday life or my future or the future of this channel in case I did lose the ability to have this as a full-time job, which would be quite saddening because I do love what I'm doing. But anyway, look at these guys marching back. Pretty good for an assault. Damn nice. Whew, what a fight. Second wave was cooler than the first one because it just didn't get bogged down so quickly. Even though we really didn't do anything too differently. Isn't that kind of interesting? I mean, yeah, I used the flamethrower guy to kill a couple of mortar men, but that was about it. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys soon again. Until next time, ciao.